Now, from your weather authority, meteorologist Cody Bailey.
We had a decent amount of sunshine for today, but temperatures are still several degrees below average. But again, certainly the sunshine helped. We'll have a mixture of that for tomorrow. I think more clouds in areas south of the river tomorrow, a little bit more sunshine north of the river. But it's our southern counties with the clouds that will actually be a little bit warmer than areas to the north. That's because of a warm front that's going to move and eventually stall over western Kentucky. That same front could also spark a few isolated spotty rain showers. It's going to be very hit or miss down to the south and not enough to add to what we do need in terms of the rain. But outside right now, we are on the chilly side, but not quite as cool as where we've been the last several nights over the last week or so. This is a live view of the US 41 strip in Henderson from our Heads Construction Tower camera. You can see the strip lit up here at night in downtown Evansville there off into the distance. And then finally from downtown Evansville, our Superior Ag Tower camera showing the bend of the Ohio, calm conditions and more clouds compared to what we had earlier this morning as well. This is how our day shaped up from downtown Evansville in our time lapse. You can see just a few thin clouds this afternoon, thickening up though after we got to about 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and a mixture of that to allow for some nice colors and shading in the sky at sunset. But right now we are now into the upper 40s, 49 degrees at the Evansville airport, dew points down to 41. Winds are also calm, but those clouds kind of coming and going. So it's been a fairly slow fall with our temperatures. We were in the low 50s about an hour ago, so not too big of a fall, and that warmer air, of course, to the south will be coming up across our western Kentucky counties. But with the off and on clouds, that's also going to stabilize that drop. But some locations down to 44 in Henderson, 50 though still in Owensboro, and now some upper 40s across western Kentucky, but low to mid 40s to the north and northwest. Places like Carmi at 43, Fairfield you're at 44, Princeton, Jasper, Santa Claus all coming in at 46. And we are dry on live first warning Doppler radar, and that should be the case overnight tonight. Can't rule out a light spotty shower in our far southwestern counties. I think the best chance tonight is going to be closer to the Paducah area as that warm front lifts up from the southwest to the north and northeast. And once again this week, the latest drought monitor index keeping or adding actually most of the tri-state under at least an abnormally dry category for the drought index, but far southern portions of Hopkins and Muhlenberg counties in that next level of a moderate drought. And we haven't really seen those categories in the tri-state since back in the summer where we had really dry conditions, and that's the case again today. Of course, we had the burn bans earlier this week, yesterday, and that's also leading to some pretty low river levels and not a lot of change, and that's been the case really for the last several weeks with this very dry pattern. So some much needed rain. Unfortunately, we're not really going to get all that as we head even with this warm front meeting with the cold front. Not a lot of moisture out there, but there is some activity still down to the south. You can see Oklahoma City over to the east across Little Rock and central Arkansas. Some strong to severe storms continuing there. That warm front's going to lift up tonight, again increasing the cloud cover and stabilizing temperatures. In fact, we may see our western Kentucky counties have a rise in temperatures from the low 50s overnight to the mid 50s by daybreak tomorrow morning. Future tracker though shows again quiet conditions tonight. Best chance for rain, as you can see, right around and just south of Paducah. But those spotty showers could redevelop, I think, primarily along the western Kentucky Parkway. But Future Tracker wants to get a little bit closer to the Ohio River. Certainly possible, but I think the best chance for any spotty activity tomorrow will be south of the Ohio River. We get the clouds out of here by tomorrow afternoon, and then the cold front pushes those clouds out of the area, but not before we reach the low to mid 70s as that warm front lifts up. But again, a little bit cooler where that warm front really stalls out, never really getting out of the 60s up to the far north, closer to the US 50 corridor. Then our focus turns to that very cold air, a very chilly and windy day. Highs on Monday only in the low to mid 50s, winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. So it's going to be a very chilly start to our week. And then Tuesday morning, waking up to the coldest air of the season so far. But tonight, temperatures not too bad, mid 40s to the north, low 50s across western Kentucky. Another spread in temperatures tomorrow, upper 60s to the north, low 70s here in the metro, and then mid 70s down across western Kentucky. Your 7-day forecast, let's show those two coldest nights and mornings. That's first Monday night into Tuesday morning, and again Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Not only our first freeze of the season, but at the same time, our first hard freeze of the season. That's anything at or below 28 degrees. We'll be right on that mark. And we should point out, too, the record lows for Tuesday and Wednesday morning are 26 degrees. So we'll be in record territory, and we stay very chilly through most of next week, not getting back to the 70-degree mark until we hit Friday and this time next week. So a very fall, very chilly pattern as we head into the beginning of next week.
Well, I say thank you, but I'm not looking forward to 28 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday.
It's going to be very cold. That's for sure.
All right. Well, thank you, Cody.